Jim Cornette and Tim Horner seemed to have a decent relationship starting, and then was it Tim Horner was trying to do his own thing? Was he trying to get more power in the promotion, or where was the friction?
I don't think there was friction. I don't think Tim. I have a very different perspective of Tim than Jimmy. I've heard Jimmy rip Tim to shreds. I don't. I think Tim's wife was in his ear going, "You should be the big star." I think Tim is an aw shucks down home guy. Doesn't want to. I think that's why Tim never was big. He wasn't a politicker. He's just. I'll show up for work. I'll punch in and do my job and punch out. But I think his wife was like, "You're the hometown star. You're from Morristown." So I think his wife was kind of in his ear. I don't think Tim ever, to me, did anything malicious until maybe towards the end. He might have been like, all right, fuck this guy and screw him. But initially, Tim is just such a good old boy, such a nice, straight. The guy's in church every Sunday. He's not one of the wrestling con men, But where their fallout happened, I think Tim wanted to be bigger. I think he would have thought he was a bigger draw. But we used him the whole first year, and he didn't draw. Outside of his own hometown, he just wasn't. He got a good reaction from the people who'd already bought a ticket to see somebody else, but I don't think anybody ever bought a ticket to see Tim. So if that's fair.
Yeah. Did he try and start like a rival promotion somewhere to run opposite, or am I misremembering there?
Not that I've never heard that before. No, he was. Yeah.
Sorry, probably. Yeah, sorry, that's just me misremembering. But please carry on.
Yeah, no, he, like I said, he had the wrestling school there. He had a screen printing business in town. He was also a parole officer. I mean, Tim was like a man. Tim walked around Morristown and people knew him, but it's a small town. But I mean, he's a well-known guy. But where Tim came in good with me, where he got over with me, was Tim was in charge of merchandise. I'm scraping by. I'm not making any money with Jimmy. I'm just hanging on. Tim says, hey, I need someone to dub our merchandise tapes, because this was, of course, pre-internet. So we sold tapes all over the country. Our show had a pretty good range there in that area, that 4-state area. But tape trading was hot, amongst inside wrestling, especially the New England guys. There were some California guys. So people from all over the country would order our tapes. Tim says, if you'll dub them, we sell shows, an hour show on a VHS tape for $10. I'll give you $2 for every tape you make. So I'm doing the math. I'm like, this is great. I can probably do a whole extra week's pay just every month off this. They kind of became my salvation and my albatross, these damn tapes, because it helped. Because when Jimmy brought me on, and I don't mind sharing these numbers now, I was making $150 a week, $600 a month. I mean, that's not even my rent these days. So it was not much money. The issue with the tapes was I got the 2 master machines from the studio. They play this 1-inch VHS. You dub it down to a normal 3/4-inch tape. So in my apartment, we had that little closet where in a lot of places you have your washer and dryer. We didn't have washer and dryer. So on cinder blocks and 2x4s, I set up these shelves. I take these 2 machines. I get 2 VCRs, and I'm dubbing. But you can only dub at normal speed. It takes an hour. I can't. Well, okay, you can do about 8 or 10 of those a day if you're constantly sitting there punching in tapes, taking them out, writing labels, putting the thing, tag them, sending them off to James. So it was an all-day procedure. However, now I got to hit the road and I got to make deliveries. Well, I can't. So it just became an issue. But Tim helped me make more money when I wasn't making any money there. And I have a note in the journal I kept, and I wish I knew what it meant. But I kept a journal, and after I left, it said, everything Tim told me came true. And I don't remember what he told me when I started, except I think it was something to the effect of, they'll use you. Be careful. They'll use you as long as they need, use you as long as they can. And then, so Tim was okay with me. The fallout with him and Jimmy, I consider the source,
Creative differences we could maybe.
Let's call it that way, yeah. Yeah. Jimmy was pretty high strung, and everybody crossed him at that time. So, yeah.